I'm going to record. I'm going to share my screen in just a second. Need to move this thing. There we go. Now we can share the screen. Screen 1, share, present. Okay, so everybody should see my plan for today, correct? As I don't see any faces on here yet.
Yeah, we can see Q.
Okay. You guys all have your cameras off. Okay. So that should help with our streaming quality. Okay, so we're going to do a couple updates. Today's going to be very short and sweet, guys. We don't have a whole lot of in-depth stuff to do yet because I need to figure some things out as to get you materials. So I got a lot of emails about the Wiser assignment, and I don't know what happened because I can't find the answers that you guys gave other than the first time. So after we do our lesson today, I'm going to have you guys do it one more time, and then that one will be in your grade book. Okay? So we're going to do Wiser one more time that we did on Tuesday about the anatomical terms, and then we'll put that in the grade book. Okay, any questions with that?
Wait, so the first one won't, like, it doesn't affect your grade whatsoever?
No, so what we did is we did 2 different attempts. We did a gut reaction, and then we did a after a lesson one, and so the one after the lesson will be the only one that goes in the grade book.
Okay, because I missed it last week, or when it was, so this one will make up for that?
Yeah, yes.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, Q, I was gone Tuesday also, so I didn't get the code for the Wiser.
Okay, I think this one I took the code off, so you should not need a code. It'll be a link, and we'll see if it works. If it doesn't, then I can figure it out.
Okay, thanks.
Yep. Okay, so that takes care of Wiser. Grades. Quite a few of you are still missing a lot of assignments. I'm going to start reaching out to you individually because it's not a good sign. Okay, so I got to get you guys going with your grades. If you have a grade question, please email me. I don't want you guys to talk about grades and stuff in the chat or in the class meeting or anything like that. So if you have any questions, feel free to email me. Okay. Now, what I want to do, I want to find out how many of you have a printer, okay? If you do not have a printer, please put a private chat to me in the class chat box, which I keep trying to open and I cannot see it. So it just put a private chat to me that says, no printer or no or something like that, only if you do not have access to a printer. Okay, we're gonna need some printed stuff on Tuesday, so if you guys don't have printers, then I'm gonna have to try to figure out how to mail you some papers or something like that. Okay, so go ahead and put those in the chat for me now if you do not have a printer. For some reason, my chat box is not showing up when I click on chat. So that's all. Oh, hey, look, there it is. Okay. Okay. Got it. Okay. So go ahead and keep putting those in there. And I'll take note of that, and we'll get you guys the printed papers if you need them. Otherwise, I will post them and have you guys print them before class on Tuesday. Okay. Okay, what I want you to do now is pull out a piece of paper, preferably your ISN, and I would like you to put down the anatomical planes that we went over on Tuesday, and using medical terms, describe how they are dissecting the body, okay? So left and right, anterior, posterior, those types of terms, okay? So I'm gonna give you a couple minutes here to write those down for me. Cece, are you in here now?
Yeah, I was at a dentist appointment. Sorry.
No worries. Eric, I think I saw you come in. Are you here now?
Yeah, I was.
Okay, did you get kicked in and out a little bit or something?
My internet was like kind of buggy now.
Okay. All right. All right. Let's go with Abigail Abuna. Name one anatomical plane for me.
Sagittal.
Sagittal. Okay. And Yesenia, the sagittal plane divides the body how?
It separates the left side from the right side.
Okay. Kyle. Oh, wait, you weren't here. Never mind. Sierra, give me another plane.
The transverse plane.
Okay, transverse. Tracy, Wong, how does that divide the body?
Front and back.
Okay, anybody have a different answer? Janelle Hernandez, do you have a different answer?
From like the back half, I guess. The front half.
What's that?
Can you hear me?
Now I can hear you, yeah.
From like the back half, I guess, and the front half.
So I'm looking for anatomical terms. What are the anatomical terms? McKenna, what are the anatomical terms for front and back?
Posterior and anterior.
There we go. Okay, so remember, you're using the anatomical terms here. Okay, so here's what we got. Okay, and we were incorrect. The transverse is going to be cutting superior from inferior. The frontal plane cuts us from anterior to posterior. Okay, the sagittal we had correct, which was left and right. Okay. Are there any questions about the planes in the body and how they dissect our body? Okay. All right. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to put you guys into groups. Okay. I'm going to divide you out, and what your job is to define these anatomical terms in your ISN. Okay. So, breakout rooms. There are 29 of you, so we'll say 6 rooms. Create. Okay. So you have all just been pushed out to a room. Define these terms. All right, so now everybody should have the definitions from their breakout room, or at least somewhere close. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go over these and then we're gonna do a little bit of an activity, okay? McKenna, whoa, what is the definition that your group came up with for flexion?
For flexion, we have bending movement around a joint in a limb away from its straightened position.
Okay, so its straightened position is also typically called its anatomical position. Okay, good. Kim, what'd you guys come up with for extension?
It is the opposite of flexion, decreases angle or distance of bones.
So go ahead and say that it's the opposite of flexion, but then what did you say?
It decreases angle or distance of bones.
Okay, so I'm gonna back up here a little bit so you can see my arm. So here's full extension. Flexion, I am bending the elbow. Extension, I am going to straighten the elbow. Okay, coming back here. Lauren, what is supination?
So, supination is when your arm is out and you're moving the palm downwards.
Okay, that is actually pronation. Okay, so here, remember we're in anatomical position. So anatomical position, I just lift my hand up and my palm is up. Supination is putting my palm up. Pronation is putting my palm down. The way people typically remember this is you're gonna hold more soup by having your palm up than you are by having your palm down, okay? So supination is palm up, pronation is palm down in relation to anatomical position, okay? Jason, what is internal rotation?
Internal rotation is the rotation towards the center of the body.
Okay, so again, I'm going to back up a little bit here. Neutral, okay, internal rotation, I am coming in towards the body, okay? Sierra, what is external rotation?
A rotation away from the center of the body.
Okay, so external rotation then is out this way. Does anything change if I put my arms like this? Okay, now internal rotation, I'm coming down towards the body. External rotation, I'm going up away from the body. Okay, Cameron, abduction, what did you guys come up with?
It's the movement away from the midline of the body.
Okay, and Taylor, what would adduction be? Taylor Reynolds.
Oh, sorry, I didn't get that.
Didn't get adduction. Okay, so I'm going to show you horizontal ab and adduction. Neutral position for anatomical position. Abduction, think of abducting somebody. They are taking it away from the midline, okay? Now, adduction, you're going to add it to the midline. You're coming closer to the midline, okay? So that is your difference between abduction and adduction. So if I was to go horizontal, this would be adduction, and then this would be abduction, okay? Marissa, what is supine?
Lying face upward.
Was that lying face upwards?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So think of supine on your spine. When you're lying on your back and you are face up, that is supine, okay? AJ, what would prone be?
Lying face down.
Lying on your stomach. Okay, so supine on your spine. Okay. Cece, what is inversion? Cece Tucker.
Hold on. I'm eating. Sorry.
Oh, come on, Cece.
I'm sorry.
What is inversion?
Like when you're rotating in.
What specifically?
Your arms.
Okay. It's actually your foot. Inversion and eversion is your foot. If you are going into inversion, your bottom of your foot, the plantar surface of your foot, is rolling in towards the opposite foot. Okay. Eversion then is the exact opposite. The bottom of your foot is going away from your foot towards the outside of your body. Okay. Julie, what is dorsiflexion?
The backward bending and contracting of your hand or foot.
Okay. Most typically, we're going to use this in the foot. I don't really use dorsiflexion or plantar flexion in the hand. I use flexion and extension in the hand. So dorsiflexion is you pulling your toes up towards your shin. Okay. Dorsiflexion. Jonah, what would plantar flexion be?
Plantar flexion would be the extension of your foot, pushing it down towards the ground.
Okay, perfect. So when you push your toes down or point your toes or do a heel raise and you're pushing your toes down away from your body, that is plantar flexion. Okay. Angel Nahara, what is circumduction? Angel, you're...
I'm here, sorry.
Okay, there you go. What is circumduction?
I didn't get that far.
Okay. Abby Ibuna, what is circumduction?
Moving your body, you're moving your body region in a circular manner.
Okay. So the only joint in the body that can do circumduction is your shoulder, where we can go in a full circle all the way around. Okay. Elizabeth, what is radial deviation?
Would that be bending of your hand at the wrist side to side?
Okay, so it's not just side to side, it's a specific way. Which way is it?
Oh, thumb towards the wrist.
Okay, so your radius is on your thumb side. Okay, so bending your thumb down towards your wrist is radial deviation. You're moving towards the radius. Ulnar deviation then is the exact opposite. Okay, so anytime you wave your hand, you're doing radial and ulnar deviation back and forth. Okay, okay, so that is your review. Does anybody have questions as to the different movements or their definitions?
Yeah, I have one, coach.
Yeah, go ahead, AJ.
It was the ulnar deviation. I wasn't here for that one. I just got back.
Okay, so if your hand is up like this, taking your pinky down towards your forearm is ulnar deviation. This is the side that your ulna is on, so you're deviating towards the ulna.
Okay, thank you.
Any others? Okay, so now what we're gonna do is a little activity. For this to work, you need to have your cameras on. So go ahead and turn your cameras on, please. Okay. Good. Got a lot of you. A couple of you still coming in here. Good. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to tell you a movement, and I want you to do that movement. Okay. It might get a little tricky if you can't get it far enough away from your computer, but I'll try to do it mostly in the hands so that it's pretty easy to get far enough away. Okay. What I want you to do is I want you to start with your hand in anatomical position with your palm facing the screen. Okay. Jason, make it easier on yourself. Just put your hand up. Hey, there you go. That's easier. Okay. Flex your fingers. Good, Juliana. Good. Flex your fingers and keep them flexed for me. Good. Good. Okay, Kyle, bend them. There you go. That's flexion. Hey, Abby, Lacey, bend your fingers. Flexion is bending. There we go. Okay. Now, what I want you to do is you can extend your fingers and pronate for me. Pronate your hand and wrist. Okay. So if you did this, technically that is not pronation. What did you just do? This would be flexion of the wrist. Okay. Pronation is twisting. Twisting. Think of your position. If you're standing and you're here, yes, that is rotation. But here, this is flexion. Okay. So if you have your hand up, you're turning it this way to pronate. Okay. It's all in relation to anatomical position, so it gets a little tricky. You have a question, AJ? I see you're unmuted.
Yeah, I thought pronation was, it says a movement that turns the palm of the hand down. It's like that. Or is
Right, but it's anatomical position. So if I start here and I do this, that's flexion of the wrist. Anatomical position, I need to turn my hand.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Now, what I want you to do is I would like you to adduct your hand to your midline. So move it across your screen to adduction. Okay, so it should go closer to your midline. Adduction is going closer to the midline. I'm also just trying to see how weird I can make you do some dance moves here. Okay, what is abduction then? Good, going away from the midline, going out of the screen. Okay, good. So that's all we have for today. Okay, if you had questions with your Wiser or you didn't like the score that was put in because it wasn't right, do that assignment again. I will leave that open until probably Sunday, so you need to get it done before Sunday. And I will try to mail out the paperwork that you guys will need for Tuesday, okay? One last reminder, because we do not have school on Monday, Monday's classes got pushed to Friday, and you will not have advisory on Friday next week, okay? So instead of having advisory, you'll have periods 1, 3, and 5 on Friday next week, okay?
Wait, Mr. Q?
Yes, sir.
How many times did we have to complete the gut reactions directional terms?
So there was once before the class and then once after the lecture.
Okay, so it's on there 3 times. We only have to do it twice, right?
Just do the newest one. Yeah. If you don't like your score, just do the newest one.
Okay.
Wait, which one's the newest one? Just like
The
the
one
news
on top.
posted?
The one on top, yeah.
Wait, if I like my score, do I have to do it again?
Nope.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, you have to just today, but like the other one doesn't have a thingy or like a due today, I think. Like the first one that we did.
Cece, you're
Tuesday?
super choppy. Will you
The
type
first
it
one-
for me?
The one that you posted now says to today, so will that affect anything?
Oh, okay. So I'll change the date on the one that was posted
Yeah.
today. Okay. Don't have a camera. Camera's not working. Okay, no worries. Okay. Any other questions? Okay. That's all we got for today, guys. Good job. I will see you on Tuesday. Enjoy your 3-day weekend. Have a good one.
Thank you.
Bye, guys.
Q. Mr. Q.
Yes. Hold on one second. Let me.